Hi everyone. So if you clicked on this video, it's because you were interested in hearing about my experience with Primobolan and testosterone, just my experience with steroids. So to start it off, I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you what to do. Don't do anything illegal. This is just my experience. Don't do what I'm doing. Just take it as an informational video, okay? So I never wanted to take anything before, but I had been training for a while and I stopped seeing gains. I lost interest kind of in the bedroom, and I wasn't sleeping that great, and I was kind of moody. So I went and got my testosterone levels tested in an HRT clinic, and they told me that I had testosterone of an old man, even though I was, very young, 27. So pretty young to have crashed testosterone levels. So I went on testosterone Cypionate through the HRT clinic, and it was a nightmare trying to figure out my dosage. Some people are very ultra sensitive to estrogen, and some people are hypersensitive to testosterone. So for me, it took a long time to find where my sweet spot was. Almost a year it took me to find my sweet spot. So I would recommend, before you even decide to take anything or even go down that route, you get your blood test done. You find out your baselines, what your free testosterone is, what your total testosterone is, and what your estrogen is. And you can even check your hematocrit and your hemoglobin count. So these things just in case, something goes wrong on the cycle and you decide it's not for you and you have to PCT off, and, the PCT don't go well, or you don't bounce back or recover from the cycle, then you need to go on replacement therapy. At least you have your baselines before, where you felt good before you took anything, so where you can try and match that up, okay? So I don't recommend anyone to take anything unless you have been putting in work in the gym for at least 3 to 4 years. Or if you were like me, you had a special case where you had low testosterone. But for most guys, don't go to the gym for a month and think, I'm not making gains fast enough, blah, blah, blah. No. You need to be putting in the work at least 5-6 days a week. Try and hit every muscle group twice a week. Make sure you're eating right. Make sure you're getting your sleep in, because you grow when you sleep. You don't grow in the gym. And, just make sure you're doing those things, because you can get your body really good naturally more than you are thinking. You don't need to jump right on the sauce. Get to your genetic potential naturally first. When you hit that wall genetically natural, it should be a few years before you're hitting that. And then if you decide okay, I want to take it up to the next level, then, that's your decision. Then you could break past your ceiling. But if you take it too early, all it's going to do is get you to that genetic potential and maybe a little bit further. And then you're going to have to take a lot more stuff. And if your body can't handle it, you're going to get side effects. Your bank's going to get broken because it's expensive. You never know what you're going to get. So just be very careful on that. And I would use that as, that's what I would do if it were me. So, as for testosterone, I could only handle about 225 milligrams of testosterone Cypionate a week. I forgot what the ester is for the oil base, but that's all I can handle. And even that, my estrogen goes up, so I have to use 1/2 a milligram of Arimidex on Tuesday and one on Saturday, and I inject 0.5 testosterone on Saturday and 0.4 testosterone on Tuesday. So that's how I split my stuff up. I could probably split it into a third shot to maybe lower my Arimidex down to so the estrogen doesn't go up too much, but I've tried it before and it didn't really, I don't know. I didn't really like injecting 3 weeks because I don't like to inject into the quads. So pretty much that's where I was. So when my estrogen did go out of control for a while, at first trying to find that happy medium, my sweet spot, I got the moon face, I got really bloated, my blood pressure went up really high, and I had no libido, and I just felt grumpy and moody and did not feel good. So you want to monitor the estrogen. Most guys will get gyno when your estrogen is too high. So make sure that you are very careful with that stuff. And if you are going to take something, don't just be like, I'm just going to fuck it. This dude on YouTube is taking 600 milligrams of this and Tren and all that. Don't do any of that. If you are going to take that stuff, just do it slow. Take maybe, 200 milligrams, split it into 2 injections in the week, and then wait a month. It's not a pre-workout. You're not going to feel it just like that, especially if you're doing, something with a longer half-life. So you need to give it time to get in your system. Give it like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and then go get blood work done and monitor your symptoms. If you're feeling really good at that dose and all that, and you're making gains and you feel good, keep it there for a while. And if you start to hit a wall and you decide like, hey, I want to go up a little more, you can do that. But, obviously monitor your symptoms, monitor your blood pressure all the time. And, just be careful with stuff. Like the only things that I've ever taken was testosterone, Cypionate, and Primobolan. I'm kind of afraid to take certain other things because I'm very hypersensitive to like everything, even pre-workout. I don't really drink pre-workouts. I've tried Derek's More Plates, More Dates pre-workouts, a really good pre-workout, but for me, it's too strong for me, but it's a very good pre-workout. But anyways, this is just my experience with this stuff, and if you guys want to see my progress, from the last year of me being, using this protocol and all that, send me some comments, like the video for me, subscribe, and I highly recommend, go follow More Plates, More Dates, go follow Greg Doucette. Them guys, they know what they're talking about, and they can give you some really, really good information. And a couple more mentions from the testosterone dose that I told you I'm on, 225. I haven't been tested since I started the Primobolan, but that put my total testosterone around 2,200, free testosterone almost 700, and estrogen, as I said, I have controlled through using Arimidex. I am in the USA, so if that helps, I know some people use different measurements in other countries, but so that's where I was at there. Another quick thing is some of the side effects, because I did experiment with higher levels of testosterone like a little before this, before I found my sweet spot, and my hemoglobin and hematocrit went up. And when that happened, I started getting, my hands would feel tight to close. I'd lift my arm and then put it back down, and my chest would involuntarily squeeze like I flexed it or something. Same with I had my arm like this for a little bit, and then I put it back out and it would squeeze. So, just keep that stuff in mind too. Those are also signs that you're taking too much test. You need to dial it down. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. If you like the information, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if there's anything else you'd like to know, any more experiences I have with this, or any questions, or any other subject on this you want me to do a video on. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Goku Miller. Stay safe, guys, and as Arnold would say, pump up the day.